Guess what, y'all? I caught the DVF pattern for $8.67. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Rochelle from Rochelle.Handmade.Designs, and in this video, I'm gonna keep this video short, sweet, and to the point, give you all the news that you can use on this video and the details of what I picked up during the 70% off sale on the simplicity.com website. But if you are new to the channel, welcome. Hello, Ciao, Guten, Aloha, Hola, Konnichiwa, Gwaan, Sabonani, Shalom, Bonjour, Terve. If you are returning, you guys know what to do. Quick snack, something to drink, grab those notebooks because you might want to. And we're gonna keep this video short. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so you guys, I picked up 11 patterns on simplicity.com. I did, okay? And the 70% off patterns that I picked up McCall's because I already picked up Simplicity. So I picked up McCall's, Butterick, and I didn't need any Know Me patterns at the moment because I have already picked those up as well. All right. So this video, I'm just going to show you the McCall's patterns, the spring pattern, and the Butterick early spring patterns that I picked up, and I also picked up the DVF pattern. All right, so I'm gonna put everything up on the screen simply because majority of them I picked up in PDF patterns, and the DVF pattern I actually picked up in DVF as DVF. I picked up the DVF pattern in PDF as well, to where I could always size up or size down if I need to, and it's not in stores. Plus, I didn't want to wait on Simplicity to send it to me as well. So let me go ahead and, show what I picked up. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen simply because they are majority in PDF as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, so the first pattern that I picked up is a Butterick 6973. Now, all of these I picked up in PDF for a reason, because I did not want to wait on Simplicity to send it to me, because that would have been like another a week and a half, 2 weeks before getting them. And I need to start working on my next board for Make 9 2024. So the first pattern that I picked up is Butterick 6973. Now this one is a pair of pants, and the reason why I pick this pattern up, if you missed my video, I'll put it up here and in the description box below on the reason why I decided to pick this pattern up as well. But I like those pants. I feel like I could make so many of these pants in different colors, wear them to work. It would be so good to make up. These pants also remind me of Vicky So's pattern as well. I think it's called the Daphne, I think is that what it's called? Daphne, something like that. But it reminds me of that pattern as well. And Simplicity 9826, I think is the pattern number. I'll put both of those up on the screen, but it's similar to those patterns as well. But I wanted a good pair of pants, and one thing that I'm definitely focusing on is more bottoms this year versus tops. All right, so my main focus is mainly bottoms and blazers because I tend to wear a lot of those to work. All right, so the first pattern that I picked up is Butterick 6973. The next pattern that I picked up is a coordinate pattern, and it's Butterick 6975. Now, I know you guys be sleeping on the Butterick patterns for sure, but I will say that this pattern right here, the reason why I picked it up is because I could see this as a complete wardrobe pattern that I could sew up and wear to work. A lot of the patterns that I am picking up, they are patterns that I could definitely wear to work because I spend majority of my time there versus me working at home like I used to when I first jumped on YouTube. Okay, so I did work from home for roughly about 2.5 years, and then I'm back in an office setting, corporate America, right? So because I'm in an office setting now and I work an 8-hour shift, I need more clothes for work. All right. But that's why I picked it up. I mean, you have your jacket, you have your pants, you have your top, you also have a dress in that pattern. So I just felt like, hey, why not? All right. So this is Butterick 6975. Next pattern I picked up is 6980. And the reason why I picked this pattern up is because I like the asymmetrical top that this one features. I can make this one in so many different colors as well. One thing that I will mention about this one is I did a complete sew along for simplicity. 9206, I believe, is that pattern number. And this one reminds me pretty much of the same thing. The only difference is the sleeve. And this one is asymmetrical hem with kind of like a handkerchief hem. So that's why I definitely picked it up. And I feel like I could definitely make this summer. All right. So that's the third pattern that I picked up. Moving over to the next pattern. The next pattern that I picked up is the tunic that I talked about when I did the Let's Talk About Tops and Blazer, which I will go ahead and put up on the screen here and drop in the description box below. Now, the reason why I went ahead and picked this up is because I got to get to sewing on my spring plans for transitioning from winter to spring. And this pattern is one of the patterns that I put in there, which is Butterick 6982. It is basically just a basic tunic that you can make. So I felt like to go ahead and pick this up instead of wait for it, because we don't know when Joann's going to actually put patterns out on the floor. I'm just saying. But back to what I was saying, but you never know when Joann's going to put boxes on the floor, because it seems like when I go to Joann's and I know that the patterns are in the store, if like when they drop it on simplicity.com, if you wait about 3 weeks from the drop, they should be in your store. Here lately, every time I wait the 3 weeks, because yes, I do put it down on my calendar of when it should be in stores, I always come to empty boxes at Joann's. So at this point, I'm tired of waiting on Joann's, wasting gas going there for an empty box, because what that tells me is now that I'm here and I wasted gas going, I have to buy something. I don't like that. I have to find something to buy. That's not a good strategy, okay? So that's why I picked these up in PDF, all right? But that's Butterick 6982. And the last Butterick pattern that I picked up is part of Battle of the Shirt Dress. Yes, so this one is part of Battle of the Shirt Dress. I should say shirt or shirt dress, because you could do either one. If you're not a dress girly, that is perfectly fine. You can sew up some shirts instead of a shirt dress. Now this pattern is Butterick 6984. I feel like the top with the tabs, the pockets and everything on the bust will go very well. I'm not 100% sold on if I'm going to do the pockets there or not, but I can tell you that that pattern is part of my transitioning from winter to spring collection that I talked about. Now, I don't think I actually said I was going to use this pattern, but if I did, guess what? I am using this pattern for one of my button-down shirts for that collection. All right. So those are all of the Butterick patterns that I picked up. Transitioning into the next thing I picked up is that DVF pattern, and that's Vogue 2000. You guys know it's 50 years of DVF. So it's pulled out of the vault. So I went ahead and picked it up in PDF. I sure did. I didn't listen, you guys, I would love to have the original copy of it in tissue form, but at the same time, I have the original copy in PDF form. Okay. So with that being said, I'm going to download it to my computer. I'm going to download it to my thumb drive. I'm going to download it to a CD. So I have it several times. Okay. But other than that, that's the only Vogue pattern that I picked up. Let's go ahead and talk about the McCall patterns that I picked up. So in terms of the McCall patterns that I picked up, I think it was 5 that I picked up as well. And the first pattern that I picked up is McCall's 8475. Listen to this, you guys. So because South Florida Frocktail and Atlanta Frocktail is coming up, I had this vision of, when I seen this, I was like, yes, this would be great for the South Florida Frocktail. But then I got to thinking, like, by the time it's in, Joann's, South Florida Frocktail go be, we came, we saw, we conquered, period. So this is not going to be a pattern that I will be making for South Florida Frocktail or even Atlanta Frocktail. This is going to be one that I might wait until springtime next year and then do this pattern. But I like this, nice special occasion pattern. 8475 is the pattern number. Let's move over to the next pattern that I picked up. Is 8476, McCall's 8476. Now, the reason why I picked up this pattern is because during my time in Augusta, Georgia with Mo from Sketch Sew Mo, we stopped at the window of Michael Kors, right? Now, I'm not gonna tell the full story because I don't think Mo want me to share that full story, but we stopped at the window and one of us went inside, all right? One of us almost purchased a Michael Kors purse, but then decided like, listen, listen, I'm not gonna even lie. I do own Michael Kors purse, but I didn't need another one. So I just took a picture of the display that Michael Kors had in the front of the store. So with that being said, they had a dress that was in a sequin, and it's definitely similar to this pattern, 8476. And the top portion of this sequin dress, if I could find it, I'm going to put the picture up on the screen, was more of kind of like, it was like knit and kind of like something else at the bottom. But if I remember correctly, I think it had a little bit of sequin or whatnot. But I figured that this dress would be great to recreate that Michael Kors dress that is ranging like $396. You didn't hear that from me, but I can make that dress a lot cheaper than that $395, okay? So that's why I went ahead and picked up this pattern. Moving over to the next pattern is 8477. Now with this pattern for 8477, this one is part of Battle of the Shirt Dress. You can use this pattern for Battle of the Shirt Dress. Now, am I going to be sewing this one for Battle of the Shirt Dress? I don't know. Probably not. Why? Because, like I said, I'm trying to do 4 items. I don't want to do shirt and a shirt dress. I either want to do one or the other, but not both. Okay. So I don't know if I'll be doing 8477 for Battle of the Shirt Dress, but stay tuned so you can see what all I sew up for Battle of the Shirt Dress. All right. So the next pattern that I picked up is McCall's 8478. Now with this pattern, it is a nice, gorgeous vest. And the reason why I picked it up is because it doesn't have any boning that I have to put in. It's not a corset or anything like that. So I feel like this pattern would be so gorgeous to do. So I picked it up, okay? Simple. And then the last pattern that I picked up is 8482. This one also have a woman size that I'm gonna put up on the screen as well. I like that 2-piece. So the top does remind me of Mimi G's pattern, Simplicity 9450, that I discussed during my drop video, which I will put up on the screen as well as in the description box below. When it comes to the skirt, because I'm not that tall, I don't want a skirt like a broom skirt. So I think I would probably make the skirt to my knees as well. Well, those are all the patterns that I picked up from simplicity.com during the 70% off sale. And just tell me in the comment section below which ones are your favorite, if you picked up any of these patterns, or which ones you wish you would have picked up if you did not make it to that sale as well. I would love to hear in the comment section below. Well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. And if this video was educational, inspiring, and fun, please do not forget to hit that like button, subscribe button, also smash that notification bell so you are notified every time your girl uploads a new video. So I'll catch you in the next video, and as always, keep sewing.
They wanna know what I'm on. Got diamonds dancing on my neck, that is the vibe I'm on. Drip, way too lit, who gon' check? You can tell me none. Boss mode in effect, and my money long. If you ain't talking money, don't talk to me. I be over here where the bosses be. Pockets on thick, cause I eat my greens. Way too hot, 3,000 degrees. No pictures, please, cameras flashing, I'm VIP, I'm a big